good morning, my brothers and sisters from Cameroon. This is me again, Brian Bonwe Chi. Okay, today I hope that you, your family members, and as usual, all those that you hold dear and that hold you dear, I hope you are all well. The video of today is going to be final remarks on reservations, and it's going to touch mostly. Obviously, it will touch customers and suppliers, but mostly suppliers. Remember, suppliers, that in the previous videos, especially when we're talking about your profiles, I said that you could create a profile that handles mainly two tasks, either textbooks or reservations. Now, we saw an example of a profile that handles textbooks. Now, I want to show you uh, profiles that handle reservation. So we are going to switch to CTBN. I'm already on the site. So I mean, I've been doing the videos. Sorry, I've been switching from English and French, and today we are going to be in English, right? English. So now I'm going to activate the sandbox again, and now I'll go to users. Okay, I'll go to users, and I'll come to supplier profiles. Okay, now realize that you have reservations and you have textbooks. Okay, so now I am going to, for example, choose Southwest here. This video, I'm again on the Southwest region. Okay, so for example, Southwest, I'm going to pick Southwest. In the previous videos, we dealing with Southwest 16. Okay, so I'm going to pick 16. I cannot find 16 on the list, so I'll go to the next. You might be wondering, why can't I just go and type? Well, it's kind of long. It's kind of long, right? Well, I'll just have to go and type instead of searching. So once you know how the names are, you can easily type, right? As I said, for the supplier profiles, it's supplier profile, so SP, then supplier number 16. So in this case, I want the supplier profile of supplier number 16 in the southwest region of Cameroon that has the reservations task. Okay, at now ctbn sandbox email.org, and then the password is the same, test at pass 2025 underscore. Okay, and then I'll hit and then CTBN SBA for the login code. Okay, so now this is the dashboard of a profile that handles reservations for the supplier 16 of the Southwest region. Okay, and then now, as usual, in the account, you have the information. Okay, the information of the supplier, then the information of the profile. Okay, now if you come to reservations and you come to English section here, you will see all the reservations that the supplier had we dealt with in the previous videos. Okay, all of them are there, and you can do exactly the same thing you did in the others, like filter by status, pending. It gives you the pending. You can mark, you can view, right, as the supplier, because as the profile, sorry, because you have the reservation tag, so you have been created as a profile to handle reservations on behalf of the supplier. So you can do everything a supplier can do. So now realize that, first of all, let me empty this and hit search to bring back all. You realize that SP, like the supplier profile ID, everything is not assigned. So it's empty, right? So immediately I take a pending reservation and then I mark it. Oh, sorry. I have to choose status here. They say then no reservation for this query was found for the query type. So this is the query type and this is the query, right? So my query here is pending and the query type is status. Okay, so I hit search and then I have this. So once you mark, for example, this ready, okay, now if I clear this back, okay, and then I hit search, now, as I said last time, you know, okay, as a supplier, the supplier will know that you are the one that handled this reservation because your ID will be here. In case you cannot see, this is your ID here, okay, 1432. Your ID will be stated here. So if you handle 3, 4, 5 reservations, the supplier on his account can see that, okay, this reservation was handled by this profile, this reservation was handled by this profile, okay. So that's pretty much it, and you can do everything a supplier can do. So if you watch the previous videos about suppliers, then you know that you know exactly what you can do here, okay. So this was this is for suppliers, okay. This is the last thing I think we needed to talk about for suppliers, okay. If not, that's pretty much it. That's it for suppliers. Now for customers, as you know, we have remember that I said that uh, in the details, when it is created, you only see this, okay, created on. But when it is marked ready, you will equally see when it was marked ready, and when it's marked paid, you will equally see when it was marked pay. Okay, very important, because the client can also, or the customer can also see this information. Everybody can see. You just need to go to reservation. Okay, whether you are a client or a customer or a supplier, you go to your reservations page, and then you, under details, you click view, and you will see all the information. Okay, so that's it about reservations. Reservations are very, very, very you know, they are good. They are good if and only if the supplier really handles them well. Because as I said, the supplier is the one that is supposed to accept or say that I am able to handle reservations. You guys can make reservations. So if a problem arises because of the way the reservations are being handled at the supplier should not put that blame or should not stress the customer, because the customer is only in front of you claiming their reservations because you said that you can handle. Okay, you said that you can handle it, so you should handle it and not put any stress on the customer. I hope that this is, I mean, it should be, it's obvious, it's intuitive. It doesn't need to be stated, right? So, and you as a customer, when you place a reservation, make sure that if you are not able or you think you will not be able to collect a reservation, create a collector. Create a collector for that reservation or for your reservations. So if you, after creating a reservation, you feel like you might not be able to make it that day or any time really that the reservation will be marked as ready, immediately you have created the reservation, create a collector too. A collector that you know or are sure that most of the times they are available and they will be able to go and collect on your behalf. Okay, because as it was said in the previous videos, if your reservation is marked ready and it stays at the supplier's account for 3 days or more, they have the possibility of canceling your reservation too. Okay. Normally, a supplier will call you or email you or whatsoever to try to find out. And if you do not respond, it's like you have given them no choice, right? No other choice but to cancel your reservation. So those are little aspects that you might want to think about, right? So we have talked about reservations from the point of view of the customer, from the point of view of the supplier. Now, whether you use it or not is really, or it really depends on the supplier first, because they are the ones that have to activate it, and then on both the supplier and the customer. Everything is discipline. Everything is discipline. Planning, organization, okay, empathy, right? Because if, for example, you are the supplier, um, and you say you can make reservations and a problem arises, you should, and the customer comes and they are complaining and they are complaining, they're stressing, maybe shouting and stuff, you should try to understand that they know that you said that you were able to handle, right? So you should understand them. But now the customers too, you should understand the supplier too, because it is not easy. How many are you in Cameroon, right? So imagine the number of people they have to handle. It happens everywhere. In everything that you do, there are always errors. There are always downtimes. There are always downsides. Empathy. And you should be understanding. Not too much, of course, but just keep it at the back of your mind. So this is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. And the next video is going to be the last. Take care of yourself.